Libra, this is your November forecast for your tarot reading. And listen, thank you for putting up with me there in October when I couldn't do your monthly forecast, but the weeklies are out every Sunday. I've been working on a project which I will tell you a little bit more about at the end of this video. But let's start out with what November is going to bring you. And listen, there is great news coming from an elderly man. It could be a father figure, an uncle, grandfather, or it could also just be somebody who represents perhaps maybe like a boss or a supervisor, something like that. But someone who is a person that you can look up to and respect. There's great news coming as far as a new beginning or a solution to a problem. And I say a problem because there's a conflict, and there has been something that seems to have been maybe a little stuck for a while or needing to tweak or troubleshoot, and the conflict could be around him. By all means, so I see that you're happy for him when this solves itself. It could be a client for what we know, but I see him happy and I see you being really happy for him. So that starts you off this month. Then there is also a person here. It is a male. He is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Fire sign, Libra. And the past comes up around him. And I don't know whether you haven't been talking for a while. That could seem to be the case here, because it looks like you have protected your heart a little bit in this matter. And it comes up in the area for your financial situation too. But this placement also denotes the value that you hold, or the values that you hold. So there might have been something that kind of got a little bit off track there some time ago, but he is about to resurface. So beware, he's coming, and then I see you dealing with it. That being said, there's also a female here, and she is also a fire sign. I feel that could be a sibling, Libra. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Now, we don't have to go by the sun sign all on its own, because definitely it could be her moon or rising sign, but she comes across as this person with a lot of energy. She's warm, she's generous, she always tries to seem to be in a happy place, but it's been a little difficult on her here. Probably over the last 3 to 5 months, I feel that she feels somewhat alone in a certain situation where she is working and trying to find some help, which is good. And I think maybe she should have done that long ago. It's like she's been carrying these burdens on her own. And for her now to find some help, she might confer with you to get your thoughts, or maybe your blessing, perhaps as well. And I see that there's going to be more than one communication in regards to this. If it isn't a sibling, it could be somebody that you can regard as a sibling. All of this, too, here is showing up in the home family area. So maybe this is a sibling, and then you guys discussing in relation to a mother-father situation, a parent situation. Maybe it's the parent who's needing some help and trying to figure out the best solution, perhaps, there that can work for the higher good of everybody involved, including yourself, too. Because I feel it's something that is affecting you. It's not just you listening to her ordeal. I feel it's something that you both can actually have a lot of sympathy for. Besides that, when it comes to you, your own creative expression this month, Libra, is actually very pretty much in balance. I see that you are out and about and you're finding some new things here, and you're going to find especially something that you're going to find quite creative and joyful too. So it could be a gadget, it could be a garment, it could be something that at least I feel that you've been wanting for a while, but just haven't found the right one. Here it comes. And of course, that will always bring a big smile to your face, being Libra, because it's so important that you get those things that you find, that you feel is beautiful and pleasing to the eye, right? So there we have it. And then there's news from another female, which could be a friend. She seems to be doing okay. She is busy. She is also up and going with certain matters, and I feel that she's completing um, a cycle, perhaps, or maybe she's completing a project. But she's feeling really good right now, as if, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, things are coming together. The two of you are going to spend some time, have a great time together as well, and maybe go do some things that you've been talking about, wanting to have done here for some time. Now, just moving over to the area of this reading here that has to do with relationships. Now, there is a celebration, and I feel it has to do with the two of you, all right? So, we're not talking the holiday here where you're going to be out and about celebrating it. I sense that it is something between the two of you personally that you now can feel very joyful about, happy about, because it holds future promise. And you've been able to eliminate something that I feel that you both have been working really hard for right now. So there's a sense of celebration in that all on its own. Now, here I'm seeing that as you're concluding a certain project, there is a second project coming in behind it. It might be put on hold just because we're coming up to this very busy time of the year. But I can see how you're talking and dreaming about wanting to renew or beautify a certain area of your home. It could be just repainting the walls in a bedroom, or something of that matter. But it does have to do with your real estate. So it's nice to dream too, isn't it? Because then we have that projected, onto what you can look forward to. So here we have a person of interest showing up. He's a male as well. He shows up as an earth sign, Libra. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. He just seems to be very conveniently happy in his own skin right now. I see him coming visiting there at the house, or coming home, should I say, to you. And he's got something with him. It's like he's extending, whether it is maybe flowers or a bottle of wine, or it could be an invite. But he just seems to be very harmoniously pleased and happy here these days. So you might just know who that might be. But for you, as far as work, it looks like you got your ducks in a row here, Libra. Don't see any big changes for you here this month, other than the normal to-do that you have going on there in your daily routines. There could be mention of somewhat of a change coming, but it's not going to be for now. It might just be insights of what can come here towards the year end, or coming in here to New Year. But for November, it looks like there's just this really good onset of a steady flow for you. You might even be looking at something a little bit differently here. It could be your perspective on what it is you're working with and how, and whether, are you happy with it? What would you like to change up if you could? That kind of thing. But it's more like internal observation, more rather than any external type of change. Working towards either somebody coming or going. This is travel. And we're not just talking a little skip out of town. It could be a long distance. It could be a flight. So working on trying to check up tickets, or hearing about somebody checking up tickets if they're going to be coming your direction. And this journey, I feel, is something that's going to be rejuvenating in so many ways. There's a change. It's not just a change of routine by being able to go, but it's changing something in the environment here for whoever it is that's going to be traveling. And for you too here, I'm sensing that you're thinking that 2017, you're already ahead of the game. See, you're not just looking at November right now. You're kind of looking into where you're wanting to aim your own goals as far as travel for next year. So that could be, a nice thing to dream about. We've got to keep our dreams going, right? Just like I said, when it came to your home project, there's some dreams there, but then I see also this wish, want, need, or desire to travel and spread your wings a little bit. But the month is busy, but you are on top of it. I don't really see that you're going to feel fragmented or stretched beyond what you can do. You like to have a certain rhythm and harmony in what you're doing just because that's how you like to roll. If not, it disturbs your Libra scales, doesn't it? Right? When you get overwhelmed. So at least for the first part of November, I'd like to say the first 3 weeks. When we come a little bit closer there to December, there is an energy that is starting to work itself up with a lot of demands. All right. So whatever you can square away now, I feel in the early part of November, the more fit and ready you will be to take on those extra demands when we come into the latter part of the month and entering into December. So, not too bad of a reading for you, Libra. I wish you the best for this month. And now I'm going to switch you over to the news that I have for you. And listen, I will see you in the forecast for December. So have a good month, everyone. Hey guys, just want to welcome you to class. I have a tarot course set up for you, ready to fly here November 1st. So listen, if you are interested in really knowing what makes the tarot tick, you will get insights from 40 years of me doing the cards and teach you not just the ground level for you who might be new to the tarot, but even for those of you who have been working with the cards for some time, I can give you a whole lot of extra insights in how you can advance your readings and give really super accurate readings here. And that is tips from having worked professionally from 1990 on the phone every single day, right? So listen, if you're interested, you could just visit my website when you come to November 1st. You will get a full view on how the course is set up. There's going to be free previews there for you to look at how that works. So I hope to see you in class. I know many, many, many of you have been asking and sending emails when I would set up a class. So here I go. Been working on it for you guys. So listen, I will see you here in December for your next reading, though.